day aboard Scenic Eclipse has been filled with the kind of holiday experiences you dream about.
I just came out on deck and there's 2 minke whales right there. You never know what you're going to find, no matter the conditions. Oh wow, they're so beautiful and so close.
After experiencing the Falklands and South Georgia, 2 of the most remote and fascinating destinations on the planet, we've now arrived in the magical white continent of Antarctica. The weather here, as you'd expect, is completely changeable. It's not unusual to get days that offer up these kind of panoramic views and allow you to appreciate just how vast and spectacular this part of the world is. This is Damoy Point, and in decades past, when the weather was volatile, this is where visitors sought refuge.
So what was the purpose of this hut?
So it was kind of a way station. It was a place used by the British Antarctic Survey when they were bringing personnel down, and if the ice was too high and they couldn't get the boats as far as they wanted, they would drop people here, and then they would wait for a flight onwards to places like Rotherham Station.
So how long would they have to stay?
So apparently the average wait was about 7.5 days,
Wow.
which is quite a long time in this little hut.
When conditions shift and the snow appears, it's a completely different but equally exhilarating experience.
Beautiful. Light dry snow.
Yeah, stunning.
Yeah.
This is Portal Point. It's a continental landing. And what that means is that we could technically walk from here to the South Pole. I don't recommend it. We're running out of fresh produce, but it is part of the continent.
How long would it take?
We're probably about 1,800 miles, so we would need more than a lunchbox.
Yeah.
We also would have to cross the Transantarctic Mountains.
Every iceberg is unique, and each one has its own fascinating story to tell.
So if you know what to look for, you can tell almost the whole life history of an iceberg. Where you see these flat, rather jaggedy bits, that's where ice has recently broken off. The areas that are more rounded have been underwater, and this one is incredible because what we look for, the first thing we look for is a waterline, and you can see the number of water lines that this iceberg has had. So every time a piece of ice breaks off the iceberg, the weighting of the iceberg changes and it shifts and it lifts up. So then a new waterline will be created. And here I'm counting maybe 10 different waterlines, which is phenomenal.
So Klaus, this is, you think it's 20 meters high, so how much underneath?
So 90% of it will be underneath, so probably about 180 meters below us. And I think it's about 175 meters depth underneath us.
So it's possible
that it's grounded.
Yeah. Nothing could have quite prepared me for this experience. It's beyond my wildest dreams. The untamed wildlife, vast landscapes, and the sheer biodiversity. It's mesmerizing. It's almost otherworldly. It's a place that restores the spirit and calms the soul. A place that will live in your memory long after the voyage is finished.
Join Scenic Eclipse on a 6-star expedition voyage to pristine and strikingly beautiful Antarctica in 2023 or 2024. Setting the benchmark in ultra-luxury cruising, experience an all-inclusive journey of a lifetime on board Scenic Eclipse. Secure your 2023 or 2024 departure today. Receive $1,500 per person towards your airfare, plus save up to 20% on select itineraries. Getaway viewers can save an additional $300 per person off Scenic Eclipse cruises. For more information or to request your voucher, visit scenicgetaway.com.au, call 1300 790 372 or speak to your nearest Scenic travel advisor.